Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Knotty Threads. In case you are new here, please subscribe to my channel. In this video, we'll see how I actually worked this crochet design for the sleeves. This has to be done once the blouse is completely stitched. And if at all you are planning to do something like this in the neckline and the sleeves for any blouse, it is preferred to have a piping like this. So if you notice, the sleeve has black color piping. And I'm using grey color as my baseline. If the piping is stitched, then it becomes a little easy for us to work crochet, right? So this blouse is completely stitched and I'm going to start it from the joint, like where we stitched the sleeve, right? So I'm going to start from that point. So my first color is grey. I'm using 6 strands, and then along with that I'm using my crochet hook number 10. So where we'll pierce is just above the piping. Fix the knot and then 5 chains. Just we'll check where it reaches and then we'll fix it by doing 1 single crochet. Again 5 chains, 1 single crochet. So basically the baseline will remain the same, just like how we work on the sari. Now after this I'm going to add 1 bead, lock it with a chain stitch and then fix it using a single crochet. After adding the bead, I'm going to work 5 chains 3 times. And this is how the baseline will continue. So 3 blocks of 5 chains. Then I'm going to add my next bead. So here I'm using gold bead because the sari has a gold border. In case your sari does not have gold color, you can replace it with any colored beads, or you can also skip using the beads. So these kind of crochet edging actually goes well with cotton saris and kind of tusser silk saris. So I'm again adding my next bead and continuing to work my 5 chains 3 times. So we'll continue the same until we reach the end. So for the complete sleeve round, this has to be worked. In case you are trying it for the first time, you might find it difficult because piercing it through that piping part is not as easy as how it is done on the pallu. When we are working on the sari pallu, it is just a single layer. We are piercing it above the picot part, so it is not that difficult. But here, since it is the piping, there are more layers of fabric and you will have to apply a little more pressure than usual. So you can also work this using kamal kadai thread. In the sleeve and neckline, kamal kadai thread actually, it saves a lot of time. You don't have to make multiple layers of it and you can simply use 1 strand and start working. So continuing the baseline till I reach the end. So here I've reached the end. Now I'm going to turn the sleeve, working 5 chains again and single crochet inside the previous single crochet. Around the bead, I'm going to work 4 to 5 chains depending on the size of your bead. So this is going to be our second line. Here we are actually creating the base to work the arch. So 5 chains and single crochet on single crochet. Around the bead you will do 4 to 5 chains. Again, it depends on the size of the bead. In case you have not added any bead, then this step we will not be working. We'll directly move on to the next step in case if you have not added any bead in the baseline. So again, we'll just keep repeating the same until we reach the end. So for the neckline, I've actually worked computerized embroidery. I think it's visible in the background. So I've done cut work in computerized embroidery, and Since the sleeve has this border, I didn't want to work the embroidery on the sleeve and hence decided to do the crochet edging. So after reaching the end, turn the sleeve again, work 5 chains, single crochet inside the single crochet, and then 2 single crochets in the next 5 chain block, and we'll start working our arch. For the arch, we can work up to 10 to 12 double crochets, again depending on the size of the length of the chain base we just created. So about 10 to 12 double crochets will be good. So if your sari has more colors, you can actually change color at this point, but I wanted everything to be in grey because grey was the primary color in the sari. So that is the reason I decided to use lot of grey. So after working the arch, work single crochet in the next block, single crochet inside the single crochet, and then 5 chains, single crochet inside the single, followed by 2 single crochets in the next block, and then the arch. So that's how we will finish this line. So the number of double crochets basically will depend on how many chains you have worked around the bead. So that's how we will finish this step until we reach the end. Once this step is done, we'll change the color. So the arch part is done. Here I've trimmed the first color, that is grey, and then I'm adding black color. I'm not using red because the blouse is red, and even in the embroidery I've just used these 2 colors, grey and black. So that is the reason even for the sleeves I'm just sticking to these 2 colors. So here in this step, after changing the color, we'll just pull a loop and work a single crochet, and then we will be using some small beads here. So work 4 to 5 chains and fix it in the first single crochet. You can either do it in the first single crochet or you can do it in the chain space, and then add the bead, and on the single crochet itself you will start working the double crochets. So you will add a bead after working 2 double crochets, and these double crochets are worked in every stitch. So we will be working 1 double crochet in one stitch and the next double crochet in the next stitch. Then add a bead. So this is 3 mm sized dull finish beads. Since the size is 3 mm, I am not adding it after every double crochet. In case you are using smaller beads, you can use the bead after every double crochet. So same way on every stitch we will continue working 1 double crochet each, and then we will end it with the bead because we started with the bead. And after adding the bead, it's not required to work any kind of chain stitch. So after adding the last bead, then I worked 3 to 4 single crochets, and that's how the arch looks. So same way we'll continue till the end, and this is how it looks after finishing. So when you actually wear the blouse, this kind of falls on the skin and it looks really pretty. Now since this is like about 1 inch long, while stitching the sleeve you will have to minus that 1 inch length in case you are planning to do something like this. Otherwise, especially if it's an elbow length sleeve, then it might come in the fold of our hand and it might not sit straight. So that's about it in this video. I hope you guys like this video. Do let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below, and do subscribe to our channel. I shall see you guys soon with my next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.